Greetings to my virtual family. Thank you once again for joining me for the latest episode of the Daily Dose podcast. Our verse today comes out of Job 37:5, and it reads, God's voice is glorious in the thunder. We can't even imagine the greatness of his power. I love a good thunderstorm. Now don't get me wrong, I don't like the lightning that strikes the earth and spawns countless forest fires, especially here in the Northwest. But I do love the flash and boom of it all. The boom is often referred to as a thunderclap. Now I remember when I was a kid counting the seconds after I saw the flash until I heard the thunderclap. And by the way, this tells you approximately how many kilometers away the lightning was when it struck. I would get really excited when the numbers kept getting lower and lower and lower because it meant the lightning was getting closer. Then there was about 6 or 7 years ago. At that time, my family and I had just settled into our new residence on the campus of Milo Adventist Academy down in Southern Oregon. It was well past midnight when a thunderstorm rolled through the valley. I slept through all of it until a lightning bolt struck the top of a hillside only about a quarter mile from our house. The boom was so loud it woke our entire family. The house shook as if we were in an earthquake. The dog yelped and our heart rate skyrocketed. It was a very, very big boom. Once my wife and I figured out what had happened, we were ready to go back to bed. But both kids were really freaked out and insisted on sleeping in our room with us. I've always thought this was an odd idea, by the way. I mean, how can I protect my kids from a loud boom in the sky? But I digress. An encounter with God causes similar effects on people. The power, majesty, and greatness of God on full display either gets people excited or they run and hide in fear. The first group has come to understand that we have a God of love whose power is always for us. The second group are those who don't understand the nature of God and think he's a fear-mongering, jealous, evil being bent on our destruction. See the story of the Israelites' reaction to God on the mountain with Moses during the whole Ten Commandments thing if you want to read more about that. In God, we have nothing to fear when we know him and he knows us. His awesome power is for our protection, recreation, healing, and a million other wonderful things that he does. Most importantly, his power is a saving power. He alone can save us from this life, this world, our sin, and carry us into eternity. And his power is always good. Thanks for joining me again for today's Daily Dose podcast. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Feel free to share this podcast with your friends. I would love to have them along for the journey. You have a great day.